The video stopped. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I was showing you guys how this thing goes. It's the underwater baffling for my truck. It goes into this box and hooks around this feed lip. So it actually runs like this for off-road capabilities. You run with the hood off, which is just a bolt there and a bolt there. I've done it. And a gasket maker for your waterproofing. The orange gasket maker, because it never comes off. So what you want to do is you want to gasket make all the wires going into your alternator. You want to gasket your battery nodes and your fuse box. So if you have gasket maker, you're going to go through streams or whatever. The bottom of this box is pretty waterproof besides that bundle of wires there. You'd hit that whole spot with a bunch of gasket maker. You'd hit both inlets and outlets of the wires with gasket maker. And then you'd take this seal ring, which is supposed to be in there, but it's not. It's just a piece of plastic with gasket maker. And you slap it back on, like so. And it waterproofs the unit. You get water in your fuse box, you're pretty lit. Which I don't think my car would care at all, as you can see all the leaves that I'm pulling off of it. It's probably sucked in plenty of leaves in its life. It probably doesn't care about leaves like the average vehicle does. This vehicle here, I could probably tack out on 4chan 5,000 RPM, 6,000. This engine right here has a rev limiter of 8,500 RPMs. And I can use 7 of them. So 4 times 7. So revolutions per RPMs, revolutions per minute. But if you're going to actually do the math, 4 times 7,000 would be 7, 14, and 20. So what is it? 28,000 revolutions a minute, counting every cylinder. That's a lot of power. 28,000 revolutions in a minute. So this gets 7,000, this gets 7,000, this gets 7,000, and this gets 7,000. Maybe it's counting the revolutions of the crankshaft, but if it is, that's just revolutions of the crankshaft, so that'll give us a false triangulation power reading. You triangulate via 3 points of contact, the original points of contact. So it would be your cylinders matched with the rotation, matched with the tires rotation. So the drivetrain's rotation and the tires rotation would be your 3 differentials that you'd have to find the power to, transmission value for your triangulation. If there's 4 elements counting on one crankshaft, you're missing the base 4 readings. Calculates differently. So 28,000 revolutions a minute. Look at all this sand. I cleaned this out too, as you guys can, because this used to be red. I spray painted everything. I even got my lines blue. I've got my commando blue. My water stripes. Silver and blue. Silver and blue. And yeah. Doesn't look ugly anymore because I welded it with a pit stick container lid. But yeah, I don't know what kind of tires these are, by the way, guys, but I'm definitely buying and the only reason that looks like that is because I spray everything religiously with WD-40. You see, this is not rust, this is dirt. This is not rust, it's dirt. I did all my rockers myself out of, 2/8, 3/8 inch thick bar stock by making a trough, 1 piece, 3 pieces, 2 pieces, and then I jacked it up into here. This is where the old rocker line used to run, see? Doesn't anymore. I jacked it up into the vehicle to the actual subframe. See how nice that is? Those are solid rockers. I redid the trailing arm mounts, which are up in there. Those came out because they were old and rotted, so I rewelded them up in. Had to fabricate all of these different jointed pieces. Let's turn the flash on. I had to weld. Oh, fuck. All these jointed pieces, which I don't know if you can see it or not because of the spray paint I put on it. This is your trailing arm mount. And what happened was this bolt and this bolt ripped out. Now there's a lot of dirt in here that looks white. It's just dirt. But I'll trace where I welded. Welded all around here. All around the back. Put in new plates. Welded this bolt back up into where it was supposed to be. Welded it up into the body. So down along right there. Down through there. Welded pieces up into there. Re-welded everything. There's even a shovel in this frame somewhere. Half of a shovel. Because I had to do the underneath on both sides. I haven't spray. Oh, I did spray paint this. I had to do this whole piece. And that. And there's one section in here that looks like this, which is still alright. I still have to repair it, but it's on the other side. Where I actually took a flathead shovel and smashed it. Broke it in half. And I laced it up in there. Is it in here? Where is it? I repaired so much junk on this rig, I can't even find where I put that. That's holding. That's good. I gotta get this bottom universal axle replaced. Not an axle, but it's a cross mount for suspension parts and such. But yeah, I think it's in here. To cover that hole is a shovel, because I took a piece of shovel and laid it like this and ran a bead all around it. Been working so dang hard that my roofing shoes are blown out, so. Fashion. Oh yeah, and I added blue to it. I did the blue side, blue up there, and then it wraps to the back, and then ties in with this junk, which is pretty nice. I like this one. I just made a star, and I took a nail, I started drawing in it. This one's really special to me. What I did is I sprayed the universe first, and then I did the flex, and I let it dry, and then I took mismatched pieces of Scotch tape and I covered it, and then I took just the weird pieces out that I saw, and I painted those spots. So now it looks like, a piece of a galaxy. I added blue fleck and blue shading to Saturn, so it's no longer just silver, but it has the blue highlights with the red and the middle blue. And I did some blue dots just as some filler. Someone did this for me. I met someone at a gas station that does art all over the world, and he said he asked if he could draw something on my car, so I let him, and he did this. This is from me when I was painting, because I'm a painter. And yeah, nothing else new. I gotta hit this stuff again, because there's dirt on it, I think, this year. Because primarily underneath there's 3 layers of spray paint, 2 layers of the rubberized bed liner, sand, and then after it was all dried, I re-spray painted it again. So it's like 7 layers deep. We got some locals walking by. They don't know I'm making a YouTube video. But, yup, that's about it. What is that big jumble of stuff right there? There's a wire that's run back on itself. Huh. No clue. But, who wants to see if the power steering works on this yet? It did. When I changed the fluid, it did. But I don't know if it's the power steering pump crapping out or it was just low on fluid. Oh yeah, it's back. So much better. Before it was like driving a loaded tractor trailer to town just to get the stuff to do it. It sure. And I did leak a little bit, but with the help of Mother Nature, we can soak some of it up. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. We're gonna grab Dragon. And if you guys haven't met Dragon yet, this is Rexy's cousin, Dragon. And yeah, let's see if I can do this without. So he sits right here. Watch.
That's where Dragon sits.
Right, Dragon? Alright. Don't comment.